Greetings, programs. Today, I want to talk about the Superman trailer and just put my little thoughts out there. Just talk Superman for a little bit. So, yeah. Starting off, for those that don't know, Superman debuted in Action Comics. And for his origins, just understand that Krypton was on its way to destruction. His father, Jor-El, knew this. No one believed him. So he worked with Clark's mother to figure out a way to get Clark off the planet, built him a ship. From there, he ends up with Ma and Pa Kent, and the rest is history. Now for the trailer. This trailer was spectacular. There's no complaints. I'm just needing this movie today, not later. Like, it has the essence and soul of what Superman is as a character. And one of the scenes I want to talk about is when he's walking through the crowd. You can see that frustration on him and like the way how he holds it back and like not putting any of that onto the crowd. And it's just like he really is going through it right now. And I can't wait to see whatever the context of this moment is. Because honestly, I'm blaming Lex Luthor in this situation. And I don't know what could be the possibility. That's where my mind is. Also, I always love Superman that has the curl. Like animated, movie, live action, does not matter. I need Superman to always have a curl because that's what I always love to see. And I hope that by the end of this movie we get a scene where the crowds of people go from hating him to loving him and like even possibly defending him, or however the situation could go. And one thing for sure is that this movie gives me a lot of Superman peace on Earth. And if you haven't read this comic, please do. I do plan to cover this on the channel at some point, but just know that this book is like very much Superman going across the world trying to help people, and he sees the reality of what it's like to see people who aren't willing to help themselves or willing to help their own people, like the world leaders, and like seeing how they're handling their own nations. And there's just so much that goes into it that I definitely can't wait to cover this. And the reason why I bring peace on Earth is because there's a scene where a child is holding up a makeshift Superman flag and calling out to Superman. And this moment immediately made me think of the comic, and I hope this is to show that like Superman is worldly and isn't just like the American hero. Like, he's everyone's hero. And that's something that, like, if you're ever making a Superman story, ever trying to put one together or whatever it may be, Superman always needs to be a hero to the people, not to just the states. And something I hope to see by the end of this movie is like a scene from the comic where he's flying across the world basically and having this monologue of just simply the people must help each other, and he can't just do everything for them. He has to just support them into helping each other, And from there, let's talk about Krypto, which I am so happy Krypto is being brought onto the big screen. I love Krypto, the Superdog cartoon. I love Krypto as just a character. How he's been depicted has been very different over the years, and honestly, I'm glad to see the way how he's being depicted in this movie. Also, for those that don't know, he was introduced in Adventure Comics, and he's such a pivotal piece to Superman lore. I love how when he finds Clark, he's just jumping around him, because like anyone that has owned a dog knows that you could be laid out, you could just be watching TV, whatever it may be, and your dog will jump around you, will stare you down till you play with them, give them food, whatever it may be. And I love how he just sat there. And what I love even more is how Clark's like, take me home, and Krypto is just dragging him. I don't know, something about that is hilarious, but also just so heartfelt. And I do wonder if Krypto's gonna take him to the fortress or back to the Kent farm. In either situation, I just cannot wait to see this scene. Can't wait to see more of Krypto. Hopefully we can get a Krypto and Ace the Bat Hound little animation or something, or just see those two dogs interact on the screen, because that's something that I've been missing ever since Krypto the Super Dog cartoon, and even just from the moments in comics. And speaking of the Fortress of Solitude, Superman is with a robot butler. For those that don't know, Superman has had a history of having robots in his fortress, maybe Elseworlds, maybe from the All-Star Superman cartoon movie, from other movies, however it may be. He does have a history of having robotic butlers, and I definitely am happy to see this because I always like the idea that like if he's not gonna be in the fortress, there's someone there maintaining it. Like I feel like with everything that he has within the fortress, he would need someone or something in there handling everything, you know? But with us seeing the butlers though, I really want to see Kellex. Kellex is not the most crazy character in Superman mythos, but I love seeing him. Love like just I don't know, like the way he's just like that helper, that aid, that piece of Krypton that he gets to really interact with. And sure, the crystals can give him whatever history. Sure, Kara's there and whatever it may be else that comes up. But Kellex, I don't know. I feel like Kellex is always that good, solid piece of Kryptonian technology and history that Clark gets to conversate with and have kind of a bit of a back and forth. And at the end of the day, I hope that this movie succeeds. I know it honestly will. It looks too good not to succeed. If you haven't read any Superman comics, please do. All-Star, even the one I'm showing on the screen, Superman Birthright. Birthright was so good. The art's incredible. The story is incredible. Like, Superman in general is an incredible character. And it's always been sad to see that people consider him boring or just think that, like, because of all his powers, he can't be relatable or anything. If you're unable to read the comics, watch Smallville. Watch Krypto the Superdog. Watch Justice League cartoons. Like, watch something involving Superman because he is truly an incredible character. Watch the adventures of Lois and Clark, or Lois and Superman, however it was. Watch the recent Superman and Lois show that just ended. Like, Superman is an incredible character that I'm glad that this universe is starting off with and is giving us a lot. I do plan to cover more of the trailer in other videos, so stay tuned for that and stay nerdy.